Mr. Smith, do you have anything to say before I impose sentence? All right, Michael Eugene Smith, as I indicated earlier, a jury having found you guilty of murder in the second degree with a firearm and 5 counts of attempted murder in the second degree with a firearm, you are hereby adjudicated guilty. On count 1, murder in the second degree with a firearm, you will be sentenced to life in prison. There will be a 20-year minimum mandatory imposed pursuant to the 1020 life statute. On count 3 of the information, charging you with attempted second-degree murder with a firearm, you'll be sentenced to 30 years in the Department of Corrections, and that will carry a 20-year minimum mandatory term pursuant to the 1020 life statute. The sentence in count 3 will be imposed concurrently with the sentence in count 1. As to count 5 of the information, charging you with attempted second-degree murder with a firearm for which the jury found you guilty, you will be sentenced to 30 years in the Department of Corrections. That will carry a 20-year minimum mandatory term. Count 5, the sentence in count 5 will be imposed consecutively to the sentence in count 3, but concurrent with the sentence in count 1. As to count 6 of the information, charging you with attempted second-degree murder with a firearm, you will be sentenced to 30 years in the Department of Corrections with a 20-year minimum mandatory term. The sentence will be consecutive to the sentences imposed in counts 3 and 5, but concurrent with the sentence imposed in count 1. As to count 7 of the information, you will be sentenced to 30 years in the Department of Corrections with a 20-year minimum mandatory term pursuant to the 1020 life statute. That will be consecutive to count 4, count 5, and count 3, but concurrent with the sentence imposed in count 1. As to count 8, again charging you with attempted second-degree murder with a firearm and the jury having found you guilty, you're sentenced to 30 years in the Department of Corrections. That term carries a 20-year minimum mandatory term pursuant to the 1020 life statute. Count 8 will be consecutive to count 7, count 6, count 5, and count 3, but concurrent with the sentence imposed in count 1. You'll be ordered to pay a $1,000 fine, plus all mandatory court costs and statutory surcharges. You will be ordered to pay $100 in costs of prosecution, $100 toward the costs of your defense. You will be ordered to pay the $50 fee associated with the application that led to the appointment of your counsel. You're going to be fingerprinted today, and if necessary, a DNA sample collected. Good luck to you. How much credit does he have? All right. No, ma'am. You can make that arrangement at the jail. Has he been in since the arrest?
Since October 27th.
15?
Yes, sir.
Okay. October 27th. Be 772 days today. All right. To be given credit for 772 days that he served in the jail.
At this time, I would ask that the court finds my client is indigent and remains indigent for purposes of appeal. And I will be submitting paperwork for costs to prepare the appellate record and to protect his appellate rights.
The court does find
Over to the public defender's office.
the court does find that Mr. Smith is indigent, appoints the Office of the Public Defender for appeal, once the appeal is perfected, and advises that Mr. Smith has 30 days to appeal.
Yes, sir.
And I know, Ms. Hawthorne, you know this, but your responsibility continues through the filing of the notice and the necessary appellate documents. Thank you. We'll be in recess on this case, awaiting a verdict in Mr. King's case.